Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to the GG High School League. We're broadcasting live from Evo Land Center in New York City in Flushing, Queens. My name is Jim Basco.
Dr. Eggplant.
Yeah, and we got a good best of five to show y'all today. It's gonna be Evo Gaming NYC versus eBash in Indiana, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Ebash in Indiana. This is what's the name of the town in Indiana?
Terra Haute or
Yeah, Terre
something.
Haute.
I don't know how to say Haute. It's Haute.
I do remember the high school is South Vermilion, I believe, and we
Right,
have
right.
Forest Hills High School over here in Queens competing.
Yep, Forest Hills High School. So for all of you watching from Queens, New York, gonna clap your clacker things. What are those things they have at those? You know what I'm talking about? The crowds.
Yeah, I know those
Yeah,
things at the esports events.
yeah, the noodles.
I first started seeing them at like League of Legends
Yeah, yeah,
streams, and I
yeah.
like never really watched. But then in like the OGN Apex tournaments in South Korea, they have those things too. So instead of clapping,
Yeah,
they just have their inflatable
yeah,
clappers.
noisemakers, whatever you call them. Just start smashing those for Forest Hills High School because they will be representing Queens. And yeah, I mean you're from Brooklyn, correct?
Not from Brooklyn, from the Bronx.
Oh,
I was actually coming from Brooklyn, staying with my
mm,
girlfriend.
yeah, nice,
But
nice.
yeah, I am a native New Yorker.
Cool.
So yeah, hopefully New York can pull something through.
Yeah,
I
New
mean,
York.
we could be biased, right? Because I think this other land center probably has their own stream too, right?
Yeah, I think they probably do
So
have
this
their
is the
own.
biased
Yep.
stream. If you're looking for some unbiased stream that doesn't favor the New York high school, then
Yep.
you're not gonna find it
Yeah,
here.
this is not where you want to be. This is the New York stream. We are a New York team. You can see us repping our New York blue, and that's purple, but it looks blue on the camera, so it's good enough.
Yeah, but I think talking about the gameplay itself, we're still going to be kind of unbiased, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Call out
yeah,
good
definitely.
decisions, call out bad
Yep, yep,
decisions, and so on.
yep,
Uh, okay, so I don't know.
yeah.
What do you think we're going to see here today?
Well, so Evo Gaming, our team is composed of, we got a couple grandmasters, we got a couple plat players, we got a couple gold players. It's a little hodgepodge of a lot, everything. So we could see some excellent gameplay, could see some not so excellent gameplay, but hey, that's what makes the games good and fun, right?
Yes, it's going to be a big spread in terms of rank, but hey, all these guys do go to the exact same high school together, so
Yep,
I
yep.
imagine that if they weren't playing before this tournament got announced, maybe once the tournament got announced, they got together, started
Yep.
practicing together, so they should have some synergy built up.
Yeah, and it's a really cool opportunity, I'd say, from the GG League to be running this kind of thing because, this wasn't around when I was in high school, that's for sure, but
Yeah.
that's definitely a really cool and unique opportunity. These guys, I think, just graduated from Forest Hills High School, and per the rules, um, graduates as of May 2017 are allowed to play in it. So that'll be it. I think there's only these two teams in the entire tournament today, right?
Yep, so we've got one set to win the entire tournament. And there are going to be some nice prizes from what I remember. I actually need to double check on those prizes, but there are prizes.
Yeah, and the format's going to be best of five, so they're actually doing the draft right now. We'll have the results for that
Yep.
whenever we can get that to you, whenever they're done.
I was actually just peeping the in-game chat, and it
Mm,
looks like we are going to have King's Row for the first map, classic Overwatch map.
cool.
And for looks like they're picking the second map already. I don't know if that's typical. I thought they would usually wait to pick second map. So looks like the second map is going to be Ilios. So King's
Yeah,
Row, then Ilios.
yeah, looks pretty good. Um, a best of five means that the team that wants to win does have to take home three of the maps. So I know on King of the Hills they do resort to best of five. On payloads it's going to be best of three. And yep, so first map is going to be King's Row, like you said. Second, Ilios. And the last three of the maps in the pool will be Lijiang Tower, Nepal, and Numbani. So pretty good. We got two King of the Hill map, well, three King of the Hill maps total. That's going to be interesting. King's Row is a hybrid, and Numbani is a hybrid as well. No pure payload maps. Pretty interesting. Not sure if the team just decided that on purpose. As you know, like King of the Hill maps favor Genjis, Tracers, very high mechanically skilled players, and on hybrids and King payload rather, you can sort of get more death bally comps. Like you see more Reinhardts, more Orissas, things like that. What do you think we'll see more of?
Let's see. Well, I have heard from some of the players they might be trying to run something divey.
Mm,
Not trying to give anything away, but I don't think the other team can really hear the stream right
yeah.
now. Um, so
Yeah.
we might see a lot of different things. We'll probably see some Genji or Tracer, maybe both.
Mhm.
Let's see. But as you were saying, yeah, King of the Hill is gonna definitely, kind of resort to more of an all-out brawl. Whereas with these hybrid maps, you need a little bit more of a cohesive strategy.
Yeah, and I definitely agree. And with that all being said, the first hybrid map that we are going to be going into is going to be Kings Row. So, with that being said, both teams are picking their team comps as we speak. We're going to be heading right into game now. And yeah, on the side of Evo Gaming, who is in the blue, the boys in blue representing New York, and Ebesh in the on the red side. Um, what do you think about their team comps so far? Not sure if they'll stick with it, but what do you think so far?
Okay, let's see. So far, coming from our Evo Gaming team, we have something very not divey. We have the good old classic Reinhardt comp. We've got some Ana for the main heals, Lucio to speed things up a little bit, Diva helping out with the tanking, and McCree and Farah for DPS.
Yeah, pretty interesting. You don't really see McCree and Farah paired up all too often, but they are a very devastating combo. You know, once you can, if you're good on that Farah, you could really do some
Hmm.
massive amounts of work from a really good range because, you know, as you know, like her projectiles don't have any fall off damage, so that's pretty good. And it looks like on the attacking side, the eBash team is going to be running a Tracer alongside a Diva. Interestingly enough, alongside Narissa. And it looks like they're heading for the 3 DPS, 1 healer type comp, because they do have a Genji, Tracer, and a Soldier paired up with the Zenyatta. Not too sure how that'll work out for them.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be low on heals.
That
So
is for sure.
if eBash is going to make this work, they're really going to need to just get those kills right away with the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, they've got soldier heals to
Yeah.
back up the Zenyatta heals, but they're gonna have to be getting those kills. All right, and
Yeah.
we are starting here.
Yeah, and as the fight gets underway, it looks like Evo Gaming is going to be taking a very aggressive hold up at the front side of Kings Row. You know, they're just holding the choke with this Reinhardt shield. It's dropping down pretty low, but Magix is trying to do some work in the back line here. Arissa's positioned kind of interestingly, not too many people behind her shield. I'm not too sure what value she's looking for. She's supposed to have Soldier behind her somewhere, but hey, it's working out. Magic opening up the fight with a pick on Zenyatta.
Ooh, and getting the pick on the Orisa and the Genji, so that is gonna be a good fight for Evo. All right, looks like we got to make some quick mic adjustments. But Evo's doing very well right now, and they're going to be setting back Ebash. They're going to want to get out of line of sight of Evo here and regroup. They don't want to get picked off and lose more time here.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Evo here. They're basically holding them at the spawn doors. They're not able to get out, not able to do anything. Really, it looks like they're trying to rotate into the higher part of Hotel, but Voodoo getting that nice pick onto that Genji, going to be setting back their plans quite a bit.
Okay, Ebash is still going to be going with this push, though. They're going through that hotel, the theater window. All right, they've got Diva standing there, but the rest of the team isn't following through with the defense matrix blocking. I don't know what their Zenyatta was doing.
Yeah.
He's all the way out.
Yeah, Zenyatta, you know, you got to find the value on Zenyatta, you got to stick with your team, get those healing orbs down, get those Discord orbs down, and he was, yeah, it's not what, you can't do that while you're flanking.
Yeah, Zenyatta was kind of playing the role of a Genji or something.
Yeah.
All the way in front of his team.
Yeah, we did see that Genji get picked off, so maybe he was, you know, having a little bit of a brain shift there or something, but who knows. Evo Gaming not letting Ebash take anything. The kill feed has been completely blue. Ryan getting a beautiful charge off onto the healer of Ebash, and they're just holding the front choke, man. This is a very, very aggressive playstyle. You really don't see this all too often, but hey, if it works, you can't beat it.
Yeah, so far things are looking very one-sided. Ebash, it doesn't really look like they have a cohesive strategy yet. Ebash is going to have to figure out some sort of cohesive strategy to like actually get the team pushing together, get those tanks defending everyone while they're able to push in. They're kind of just going in all out of order, like not looking like they know what to do.
Yeah, and it's not like they're grouping up and using their ults in synergy either. As you can see on the side of Evo Gaming, 3 ults are up on their side, giving them the ult advantage for the next couple of fights. And on the side of Ebash, Trace is the only one who really is anywhere near her ult. Zenyatta does have that trance ready, but Voodoo getting kills right at the spawn door is not going to spell out good news for Ebash. It's really not looking too good for them.
Yeah, right now what Ebash really needs to do is just get the whole team together. You know, they need all 6 members of their team. Okay, they used the Tracer Pulse Bomb already. I was just going to say, maybe they could do something with that Tracer Pulse Bomb, but next thing I know, it's gone.
Yeah, it's all that staggering. And, you know, Trance is coming out from Zenyatta. He's trying to get his team to move forward, but it doesn't look like they want to budge. Magic's opening up the fight with a double kill onto the Deadeye. Getting the 3rd pick onto Ebash. Blizz 06 playing that Soldier 76, taking out Zenyatta, and Nick Fury cleaning up that fight. That is too easy for the side of Evo Gaming. A little flexing coming out for New York City, and it looks like they'll be able to take King's Row if they can take the first pick cap in the next round. 28 seconds left on the clock now. Not looking too good, man. Not looking too good.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling here that the guys from eBash haven't really played together yet. A lot of their team members are just looking very hesitant as to when to push. This Diva ult might give them an opening here. They finally pick off the Pharah on the side of Evo Gaming, so maybe this is their open. And then just like that, eBash has lost both their DPS.
Oh, really not looking too good. All out saying on that Diva, getting a rocket kill onto Orisa. You know, Diva on the side of eBash trying to make contact with the point, and they're unable to find even a tick. So that means their percentage is going to be 0 going into this next round. And really, all Evo Gaming has to do is get 33%, get that one tick, and they'll be taking the first map.
Yeah, at this point, the best that eBash can try for is getting a draw, but it's going to be really tough just considering how put together Evo Gaming's team looks like. Like, you can tell these guys have actually practiced together, and, you know, they have a little bit of a cohesive strategy going.
Yeah, a little bit is better than nothing, and it looks like on the side of eBash, they're not doing a great job of representing Indiana, are they? But, yep, so if Evo Gaming do take this first round, that means they'll be moving on to the second map of, there you go,
Ilios,
Ilios.
yep.
Yep, King of the Hill will be the next map if Evo Gaming are able to cap the first point.
Well, I would like to see eBash get things together a little bit. Like I said, maybe they're not really used to playing with each other, but you know, maybe they can get some of this synergy going in this little bit of time playing with each other in the tournament. But you know, they're gonna need to put a rush on that.
They're gonna need to do something differently. I'm not too sure. I like that Orisa pick, honestly, because the way you play Orisa, you gotta be mobile, but your team has to be using that shield. You know what I mean? If you're just putting down your shield for yourself as Orisa, you're just anchoring yourself, and the rest of your team is just gonna fly by. With the Genji and Tracer, they're not gonna be standing behind that shield. Like, you gotta think about that comp a little more. But
yeah, when I first noticed eBash's Orisa pick, I actually thought that eBash was starting on defense, but they were actually starting on attack. So
yeah,
Orisa is, I don't know, it's a solid pick in the game right now, but definitely way more useful on defense. Like when you need to push through, like yeah, you can set up those sort of stations and keep moving them and keep moving your shields up, but you know, it doesn't really let you move with speed because you do need to like set up that shield and sort of set up a choke point.
Yep, and that's exactly what she is. Even Jeff Kaplan mentioned it. You know, she was designed as an anchor tank, and in a dive comp, the last thing you want is an anchor. Magic's opening up the fight with the pick onto Soldier, but Hanzo returning the kill. Their comp is something to be questioned, but I'm not too sure they are too concerned with that. 3 kills going to the side of Evo Gaming, and the kill feed turns completely blue. Not looking too hot for eBash, and it looks like this might be Indiana's final stand.
Okay, Magix has made the switch off the Widow onto the Genji already, but it's too
And that's
late.
it. That'll be it. Match complete. Kings Row, the first map, goes to Evo Gaming. That's 1 point for New York. And the crowd is going wild. The quote-unquote crowd.
Yeah, it was just one quick team fight, and
Yeah.
Evo had it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to see what the play of the game is. They had a couple of good multiple kills there. Magic's on that McCree doing a lot of work. He was playing Voodoo and Magic's both were playing a lot of heroes, showing their hero versatility, their good map pool.
Yeah, the McCree
That was
positioning
nice.
was very clean. He was never too far away from cover. You know, got a good line of sight before he went for Deadeye.
Good 4-minute and 37-second game. So we will be switching back over to the caster cams right now. Hello. Yes. And yeah, as we wait for the setup for the second match, Ilios, you think it'll go any differently?
I don't know. I'm still expecting Evo to have the advantage here, but I think it'll definitely be a little bit more interesting to watch just because, like I said, it's going to be a little bit more of an all-out team fight.
Yeah.
So if they do have a few mechanically skilled players on the side of eBash, then that's going to mean, you know, those mechanically skilled DPS players will just have that much more influence on the fight because it is going to be more of an all-out brawl where it's just all about getting those picks.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. King of the Hill is definitely more like an all-out brawl. It's fighting from every single angle. It's King of the Hill, like whoever stays on it for the longest amount of time is going to live, so whoever ends up fragging out, they're going to end up winning, and it looks like Evo Gaming has been fragging out so far. I'm not too sure how hot they'll do in the next couple matches, but we'll have to see. Honestly, I'm going to give my favor, once again, towards Evo Gaming, because they're representing us, so home team advantage for them. I don't know. Do you feel like you'll see anything too differently from Bash?
like I said, I mean, who knows? It's been sort of tough to determine the skill of their DPS players so far, but I think
Mm,
King of the Hill is just where like one or two DPS players can just have that much more of an influence over the game overall.
right.
So
Yep.
we'll see if they can pull something through.
Yeah, with that being said, we are going to be going into game on Ilios. So this first map is not Watch Point, Light Tower. And yeah, with a big point up onto the right side, there's lots of environmental space to get booped off on. It'll lend itself to some good Lucio play, some good Pharah play. You see a couple nutty Roadhog hooks here and there. They'll just shake him off the edge and toss him, say goodbye. But yeah, looks pretty good so far. What do you think of the team comp of Ebash?
Let's see. Well, I would expect to see
Oh,
Lucio on both teams. I think if Ebash goes without a Lucio for their second support here, they're definitely going to be at a bit of a disadvantage from the start because
right.
that's just going to let Evo get that positioning, faster. And then by the time Ebash is able to get to the point, okay, and they are going without a Lucio, so we
Oh
might see that
yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Evo is just going to be able to get to that point and get set up so much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And going with an Orisa once again.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, Ebash is going to be running a Pharah without a Mercy. Orisa, once again, maybe for those environmental kills, maybe get some cheeky picks, but I'm not too sure what's happening here.
Okay, so
Ebash, Ebash's Pharah is trying to get some work done. Voodoo, like those environmental kills I was mentioning, already gets the boop off. And Voodoo opening up once again with the pick onto Zenyatta. He's doing absolutely
Okay, so
dangerous amount of works.
already Ebash is two men down, and it looks like they are kind of giving up this fight. Oh, Ebash is far, still staying in there though, trying to 1v1 against Voodoo. Ooh. But especially with Voodoo having his Mercy backing him up, that is going to be a hard fight for the far from Ebash.
Yeah, not looking too good. Voodoo, basically the entire kill feed, and then he finally gets taken out by the Zenyatta of Ebash. Oh, May trying to find some value on the right side. The Genji trying to 1v1 a Reinhardt. He might be able to pull it off here and is actually able to kill him with the help of Zenyatta. Pretty good pick there, but not enough as Evo Gaming continues ticking up the clock. 25% on the table for them right now. This is pretty one-sided once again.
All right, so Ebash is going to need to just get their bearings here and regroup right now. Their Genji's kind of hanging out in the hallway.
Yeah.
He's waiting until his team gets there, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Waiting for a health back there as
They're going to
well.
want to be careful because right now Evo is pushing up on them. Ooh, Evo's just going right in. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are trying to group up over there? Let's
Yeah.
just say hi.
Yeah, they did realize they were running a Pharah without that Mercy, so they did pick up a Mercy, but she's not doing too much. We found her on the ground a couple too many times, and Mercy can fly, so I don't know why she isn't, but I'll let them figure that one out. Voodoo trying to get that good barrage, get some spicy picks, and does find Tracer with the barrage, so not a complete waste. Is able to bully the Mercy once again, and it looks like Evo will be continuing to hold it 75% on the table. Not looking too good, man. Not looking too good.
Yeah, at this point, if Ebash is even going to have a chance, like, this is their last chance to group up right here. Like, if one of them gets picked off right now, they're not going to be able to actually get their whole team together. Ooh, and the Soldier did just get picked off, so
Yeah.
Ebash is going to have to go in 5v6. Now's about their last chance to try and make a push for the point.
Yeah, Nick Fury
They
on
do
that
have somebody
Reinhardt.
contesting.
Yeah, someone is on the point. Let's find out who it is, and it looks like Zenyatta is going to be trying to keep his teammate alive on the point.
Okay, Genji did pull his blade out and take out Evo's Mercy, but is not able to get anything else there. He's on the point, trying to finish off this Lucio. Gets a little bit distracted
Isn't
and
able to
gets
find
taken
it.
out.
Yeah. This Tracer on the side of Ebash. Not too sure what was going on there. Not going to comment. Voodoo on the point, trying to get rid of that Mercy, and she goes down, and it looks like the first point of Ilios will be going to Evo Gaming. So since this is a King of the Hill map, it is going to be a best of 5, so whoever reaches 3 points first will be taking the map as a total. And yeah, Evo's 33% of the way there.
Yeah, I think this round we did see Ebash getting a few more picks than they have been getting up to this point, but their biggest problem is they're just going to need to be like actually getting those team fights as a full group of 6
Yep.
instead of, trickling in after the first fight.
Yep. And that's definitely something they need to work on. It's like coordination, communication. Like we were mentioning earlier, I don't think they've been together too long as a team.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely something that being on a team can help you with. Communicating who's on you, like where do you need help, where are healers, like Your voice is a powerful thing. Utilize it, and it's great
Right.
that this game has a voice chat, so you can do it. But
I like that eBash is starting with the Lucio
yeah,
now, so both teams should be able to get there at the same speed. Uh,
yeah.
eBash maybe not using amped up speed though, because they did get there a little bit late. Ooh,
Asian
and
Demon opening up with the kill onto Mei. All out saying demacking the other enemy diva, and it looks like the kill feed is going to be turning completely red once again. Asian Demon not letting them have any of it. All out saying finishing up the fight with the soldier pick, and Amanu with that boop
yeah,
on the tracer.
To eBash's credit, it looks like their Lucio was able to boop Evo's Reinhardt into the well,
Mm,
but that one kill is definitely not enough to take the fight when
yeah.
Evo was killing the whole rest of his team.
Not looking too good for eBash. Evo do take the first cap of this second map. That's 10% going on the table for them in this first couple fights. This Mei over here near the health pack. And Amanu on the side of Evo is actually going to fall into the
Yeah,
well.
eBash's Mei is completely by herself, kind of sneaking onto the point, but it shouldn't be long
Oh,
before Mei is taken out here.
yeah.
Okay, however, that did open up eBash's Tracer. And let eBash's Tracer get a kill on the Rhine, but they are not able to get anything else there. And that's going to be another team wipe for Evo.
Yeah, really not looking too good. Voodoo completely destroying the team of eBash. Their hit scan not able to find any success in tracking. They are running a double hit scan and a diva, and ideally that's basically all you would need to deal with the farmer. See, get the diva flying in her face, block those bullets, and Soldier and McCree just take her out.
Yeah.
That is not the case here. And
Definitely low on heals, though. If I were eBash here, I would be trading out that Mei for another healer.
yeah, I definitely agree. Running only while they are running a Lucio, and that's a good thing for the speed. You can't just run a Lucio and expect to live. Yeah, this single healer comp not working out too well for them. Evo Gaming absolutely demolishing. And I can't say I don't know. Going into this match, really, both of us were blind. We didn't really know the SRs or anything of eBash, but they might not just be too experienced.
Like I said, I think it's gonna be about eBash trying to find some team synergy here and actually get their team working together as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe once they figure that out, they'll finally be able to coordinate some ults, make Overwatch the team game that it really is, and not like the solo adventure. Voodoo getting a couple good picks onto both Lucio and McCree, and Magic's on the Roadhog, finishing off Mei. The whole hog does go out, and it looks like the baby diva is able to contest, dropping that ultimate, isn't able to find anything with it, and Magic's hooks her right into the well, but she's able to fly out. Voodoo looking for a kill onto Soldier 76. She's able to find it. Almanu finishing off the enemy Lucio, and all out saying getting 2 kills with that Diva Bomb. That's not something you see all too often, but that's the second map going to Evo Gaming. So, yeah, they just need to win one more, and they're going to be taking Ilios, and that'll be a 2-0 so far in this best of 5.
All right.
I don't know, man. Do you have faith in eBash? Do you think they'll be able to take a map off of New York's top-tier competitive gaming team?
Top tier high school competitive gaming
Oh
team,
yes,
at
yes,
least.
that is very true.
Best high school gaming team in New York.
Yes,
that we
in
know of.
NA.
I don't know. It is looking rough for eBash, but here we are on Ilios Ruins. I would say, as a Pharah player myself, this is one of Pharah's best maps, but this is also a really good map for Widow. So
Yeah,
good
yeah.
on eBash bringing out the Widow. And Evo is going to be starting out with the Pharah, so maybe eBash's Widow will be able to really deal with this Pharah once and for all.
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, like you said, it is a very good Widow map. It is a very good Pharah map. That vertical movement is extremely valuable on this point of Ilios. I'm kind of excited to see if this Widow does get any picks.
Yeah, once again, though, if I were eBash, I would really want that second healer, particularly a Mercy, just because, and just like that, Voodoo takes out eBash's Widow. So,
not looking
counter
too good.
attempt getting countered.
Yeah, absolutely countered. And that's like one of the hard things, like when you're fighting a Pharah and you start seeing them descend on you, it's like, no, don't kill me.
Yeah, definitely. As far when you're fighting against Widow, you just kind of need to get in their face and get that pressure. And if you're accurate with Pharah and you can get those 2 shots in as direct body shots, it's pretty easy to get those in before a headshot against most Widows.
Oh man, Voodoo absolutely destroying the enemy team, killing both of the Shimada brothers. And Magic's finishing off that Widow. It looks like they are holding their spawn again, but that might not be the ideal thing as 2 people from eBash are on the point. But as soon as I say that, both Soldier and Tracer get picked off. That it's just too easy for Evo Gaming. You know how we
Yeah.
do it in New York.
For a
It's just
moment,
how
it
it
was
be.
looking like our boys from Evo were gonna go for the straight up spawn camp. Oh, looks like now they're doing that.
It
They
looks
pulled
like they're
back for
going
a
for it.
moment, and then they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, wait a minute, let's just go all the way up there. Might as well."
If you can, why not, right? It looks like Soldier 76 might have just popped his tac visor there. Nope, I'm lying. It's still at 62%. Asian Demon popping that Dragon Blade, getting one kill, but getting scattered arrowed by the other Shimada brother. Not too good. I think that's how he died the first time, wasn't it? You know, in the lore where like Hanzo kills his
Oh
brother.
yes, Hanzo
Yeah.
just cutting Genji in half.
Yeah, and it looks like the Sombra pick is going to come out. She's going to be trying to go invisible and get out the door, but that is not working out for her. And they are just holding the spawn. A little bullying from Evo, but well-deserved from the side of Ebash. Just kidding. Um, yeah, looking pretty dominant from Evo Gaming. Nick Fury on this Reinhardt, holding that fat shatter. He's trying to position himself
Ooh,
for the
he's being
fattest shatter
sneaky.
possible.
He's looking sneaky, sneaky shatter, sneaky shatter. Oh,
Oh my god, no! No! No!
that is gonna be
Oh.
a full team wipe.
Yep, these kids from Indiana were not expecting it. New York bringing the full heat, getting the fattest shatter imaginable, but one person from the side of Evo, Ebash, is able to find success on the site. Does get it, but Junkrat goes down to his aerial counterpart, Farah, finding a couple more kills, and Genji wrapping up that fight. Looks like second map will be going to Evo Gaming. Team 2. Well, it doesn't say even go Evo Gaming. Interesting. But yeah, who do you think got to play the game quick?
Ooh, let's see.
Oh, oh,
It's gonna be Roadhog.
Road Dog. Road Dog. Wow, he healed through the barrage.
The shutdown.
That's like one of the most frustrating things, how overpowered that heal is sometimes. He finds 2 more kills afterwards. Pretty good. Pretty good. Gonna be heading over right back to the caster cams. And there we are. And yeah.
Hey there, viewers.
Hola. Yeah, 2-0 for Evo Gaming right now in this best of 5. One more map. They'll take the whole thing. Yeah, there's not that many teams in this circuit right now. You know, there's just these two. But
I mean, hey, if any high school Overwatch players out there are watching this right now,
yeah,
get a team together. I mean, we only have 2 teams competing right now, so
yeah,
there's plenty of room for more competition.
yes, and
It's,
competition's always a good thing, right?
definitely. And in New York, we've got plenty of high schools that I'm sure have lots of Overwatch players.
Yeah.
New York's a huge city.
Yeah, that is very true. There are many, many high schools. I was actually expecting a couple more to come, but surprisingly enough, not that many. But we will be aiming to increase the player count in the next couple ones. So that's going to be one of our main objectives. Third map is actually being decided right now. They're choosing between Numbani, Lijiang Tower, and Nepal. So those are the 3 maps available for the third map. And it looks like Nepal is going to be being played next. And yeah, another King of the Hill map. What do you think about it?
Let's see. At this point, Ebash really. I mean, if I were Ebash, you don't want to give up. You at least want to try to make something work, but it's looking rough.
Yeah, not looking too good for them. My advice is maybe try just 2-2-2. You know, like these weird 3-1-2 comps aren't working out too well for them. Maybe 2-2-2 is a solid place to start if you're ever looking for a comp. You know, 2 healers, 2 DPS, 2 tank. It's a good start. You can edit it as you want, as your players go, as their preferences go. But yeah, I feel like starting with 2 healers and 2 DPS is a good place for Ebash. Maybe they'll take the advice. Maybe they won't. We'll see.
Yeah, I think what might be going on with Ebash here is that, as we were saying, it seems like they might be kind of like a ragtag team of players, haven't really been playing together as a team for very long. But if they can find at least 1 or 2 players on their team that are very flexible, maybe they can get a good, simple 2-2-2 comp. I think
Yeah.
up until now, they might have been trying to just go for, whoever they feel comfortable with in
Yeah,
the
like
game.
whoever they're strongest with or something.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that might have been why we saw so much Orisa, because they
Yeah.
have somebody on their team that just happens to play a lot of Orisa, and
Yeah.
that's what they feel like is one of their best heroes.
Yeah.
But in this game, you really have to learn how to be flexible.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Being flexible is one of the strongest things you can do because you always keep your enemy team guessing. Because there's just so many comps right now that are viable, and if you have a good hero pool, you can just pull out whatever you want. That's the good thing about Overwatch too. Once you die, you can just switch to another hero. It's not like you're stuck on one person for like 40 minutes, like some other games that I know of. But yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see what they pull out.
Hmm.
I'm not too
Was that a subtle shout out to League of Legends or
maybe
something?
maybe
Yeah, I never actually played League of Legends, but I played other MOBAs. I knew MOBAs weren't really for
yeah
me. So this is
yeah
like the closest I get to a MOBA. This
yeah
and Smite.
yeah. It's
Smite I think is kind
interesting.
of fun.
Smite's another very interesting MOBA from the third person perspective. It's pretty cool. And yeah, the thing I like about Overwatch the most, it incorporates elements of MOBAs and FPS. Like you got that CS:GO sort of aim, like game sense thing going on, and you got the skills and abilities, ultimates that you get from League. Pretty cool. How do you like? Do you ever play TF2?
I played a little bit of Team Fortress 2, but I never really got that into it. This is the
Gotcha.
first FPS I kind of like took seriously.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? Did you used to play a lot of TF2,
Nah, not at all actually. Like
Counter
I know a lot of
Strike?
people. Yeah, Counter Strike was mostly my game. Counter Strike, and then I went into StarCraft for a little bit. League. Uh, yeah, and the teams are choosing their map now. They're going through a little bit of technical difficulties, but that'll be resolved in a second. No worries. And yeah, they'll be going on to Nepal. Any insight as to comps? This is Nepal also has a lot of space for environmental kills, which you saw both teams making use of. What do you think will happen?
So we might see some of the same hero picks on this map for the same reasons. We might see the Roadhog. Roadhog, a lot of people don't like him right now after those nerfs. A lot of Roadhog fans and Roadhog mains are mad.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this is one of those maps where, nerfs or not, if you're hooking people, you're going to be pulling them into that pit.
Yeah, yeah, like that. This map is absolutely nasty for some of the environmental kills that you can
Okay.
get, and I kind of like it.
We're looking at some kind of late hero picks here. Game has already started, and Ebash is still figuring out three of their heroes.
Yeah,
So
not.
they might be a little bit late to the fight.
Yeah, that might not be too good of a thing. Their sixth player seems to have not connected, and there he is. So it looks like on the side of Ebash, they're going to be running that quad DPS comp, running one Mercy as a healer, and Diva as their main tank. And on the side of Evo Gaming, they're also going to be running a quad DPS comp,
Yeah, at the
coupled with
least,
the
even
Zarya and a
though
Lucia.
even though they won't have the speed from Lucio, having Mercy as a solo healer, I think is definitely better than having Lucio as a solo healer.
Oh
Just
yeah,
because she can straight up heal more.
yep.
You've got the Resurrect.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. The mobility of Mercy is also a big thing. If she's being, targeted by one team or the other, she can just fly away. Just evaporate into
Yeah.
thin air.
I know sometimes when you have to have only one healer, Mercy can even be a little bit nicer as a solo healer over Ana just for that mobility and flying around.
Yeah, and as we were speaking, 4 members of the EBASH, 5 members of all 6 members of EBASH are dead. That's it. That was a team kill from Evo Gaming to open up the map. And I can't say I'm surprised, but that was pretty beautiful. Nick Fury landing a great Helix rocket down and All Out Saiyan following up with the dash to get into their faces and clean up the low targets, which is pretty good. And it looks like the Evo Gaming strat, the spawn hold is coming back into play. Magic's on this Widow position with the long sight lines, and he's just raining hell from afar. This not looking too good. Oh my god. Two
Yeah,
beautiful headshots going out from Magic's.
Ebash is going to have a lot of problems with that Widow trying to run
Yeah.
Reaper against him. I mean, they are running a Widow of their own, but, they're going to be relying on just out-sniping that Widow in order to win. It would be
Yeah.
a much easier strategy for Ebash to just get a Winston, a Genji, something that can jump
Yeah.
on Widow here.
Yeah, just get a dive and dive her face, man. That's the name of the game. That's why the meta is the way it is now. But I'm not too sure eBash are that competitive of players, seeing as, I just look at this. They're holding spawn
Yeah,
like
right now Magix is just playing the shooting gallery
yeah.
game.
This is the training range, the practice
Yeah.
range, and it looks maybe a pause might come out sometime soon. The sixth player of eBlash has disconnected.
Oh no,
I'll
rage
find out
quit?
what's happening. Yeah. Yeah, so we are trying to see what's up with that sixth member of eBash. Not certain what happened. No typing in the chat from any team. So,
Hmm.
yeah, this spawn camp is continuing. eBash bringing out the Torb and the Bastion. What monsters? Absolute monsters. Very creative comp here. What is Soldier doing up there?
Okay. Maybe they're trying to figure out about this DC. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
They haven't said anything yet.
Oh,
So.
and the second player from
Are they
eBash
just
going out.
forfeiting, possibly? Hmm.
Yeah. So it is a 4v6 right now in favor of Evo Gaming with 6 people on their team. Yeah. The technical difficulties are being figured out as we speak, so that's working. Yeah.
Uh,
And they're continuing to figure out what's happening. No pause yet. Tournament admins seem to be MIA. Not sure who the admin is for this one. Oh, Voodoo. Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like both the players from the eBash team were kicked. It's a little technical difficulty with the way the LAN system works, so they're trying to figure that out as we speak. Yeah, Voodoo does have the pause, whoever that is. Yep, game is being restarted, so that is Nepal. Restart, but remember, oh god. Yeah, good news now too. It sounds like there will be another best of 5 after this one, so it's like a double elimination with 2 teams. So that'll be interesting. It's 2-0 right now in favor of Evo Gaming. So if they do take another 2 maps of Nepal, it's a best of 5. So if they take 2 more maps, they are 1-0 on Nepal Evo. They should be 2-0, but they restarted in the second map basically. They started DCing in the second map. On second map of Nepal. And yeah, we're gonna go back to the caster cams for a second while this is all figured out. And here we are. Welcome. Hello. Hey. Hey ho. Oh yeah.
Sorry, I had to mute the mic for a minute and deal with some stuff, but I am back.
There we are. Yeah. Dr. Eggplant is back.
After that quick restart,
Yeah.
we should be able to go back into Nepal soon.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on for this one because 2 of the players did get disconnected. Yeah, like I said, it was just like a technical difficulty, so they're figuring that out now. They will be playing Nepal over again. It's 1-0, so they'll be starting. Eva will be starting off Nepal back with 1 map lead. Yeah.
All right, I wonder will this lead to them playing the same part of Nepal twice though?
Yeah. As whatever, it's okay. I think it'll be randomized, but we'll see how it goes down.
Oh, yeah, so that was the first map of Nepal that we'd only seen the first map of Nepal, right? But
Yeah.
even with the DC, they're still taking that loss.
Yeah, yeah, and it's the DCs really began in the second map. It was going to be a 2-0, but they DC'd, so we might as well just give them the courtesy and set it back to 1-0 and see if Evo can take 2 more rounds to take the BO5. Should be pretty solid. You know, I didn't see that much of a difference in their team comps coming out from eBash. It's been pretty much more of the same stuff. Like you said, they're just trying out heroes. It just looks like they are like just a group of friends, maybe from high school, and that's okay. This is what this league is. It's high schoolers. But we definitely incentivize, if you have a team, like in high school, definitely come out and play. This is good competition. These guys are ready to kick anybody's butts, so. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Alright, so yeah, they will be starting with a 1-0 lead. Evo does have the one map in their favor. We will be going in-game extremely shortly, but we'll be returning the Paul. This will be the Sanctum map, and, the one with the staircases, and we'll just head in instead. There you go. Look at that. Look at the nice bell. Nice elephant. Good things.
But yeah, I always say even if eBash doesn't feel like they have much of a chance right now, they
Mm-hmm.
might as well play their best and try to get this practice in.
Yeah.
But if they really want to get the best practice in, they probably should try to find a more balanced comp.
Yeah, really, they got this Pharah, and they do have a Mercy now, and they figured it out, actually. It looks like Zenyatta is on the side of eBash, and it looks like they are running a pretty standard 2-2-2. Would you look
Okay.
at that? Yeah, but on the side of Gaming, excuse me, they are running the quad DPS, one tank and one healer again, so it looks like the tables have turned a little bit, but we'll see how this one pans out for both of them.
I mean, hey, I always say if you can play a comp right, or if you can play a comp a certain way, you can make almost any comp work. It really depends on like how high of a level and how good the team you're playing against is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pharah over here playing a little bit of Junkrat instead, and on the ground, getting harassed by Magix. Wow, Zenyatta finding the opening pick onto that Reaper. Magic's getting the scatter, nice, onto Zenyatta, returning that kill. Roadhog removing the only healer that Evo Gaming has, so that's pretty much all their heals gone for the next couple of seconds.
So this is actually looking like a good fight for eBash here. If
Yeah.
Far can just take out the Hanzo, and she does, yeah, eBash has a nice advantage here.
Yeah,
Let's see if they
Asian
can run.
Demon on this Widow, not finding the usage that he should be, not able to take out this Pharah, and she's just raining down so much damage. Voodoo, however, returning with the kill onto the enemy Pharah.
Yeah, all that eBash has to do right now is deal with Voodoo, and they just did, so things are looking good for eBash. They just need to find who is contesting this point, and it is the Lucio from Evo. Lucio has just stayed alive for this whole fight, contesting that point.
Yep,
Oh,
Roadhog over here got his eyes set on the staircase. Asian Demon able to find a pick with McCree onto Soldier 76. And, the first cap hasn't even come out yet. This is a very, very extended fight. Roadhog trying to do lots of damage to this Reinhardt shield. And it looks like the Transcendence is going to be coming out from the side of eBash, getting 2 more picks. Reinhardt going down. And Asian Demon trying to find some work on McCree. Not able to get the kill onto Zenyatta, and it looks like eBash, for the first time in this series, will be able to get the cap. 15% going their way. The Barrage getting a Mercy, and, eBash not having any of it, returning with 2 more kills. Looking pretty good. This looks like a different eBash. What do you think?
yeah, they're looking way more put together. At the very least, the Far from eBash's side was able to just, go in, get the right picks early, and that helped them out a lot. The Lucio from Evo definitely stalled things a lot. Ooh, and just like this, though, Evo is getting a lot of picks.
Yep. And eBash is doing a great job on the thing of, on King of the Hill. The thing you need to do is stall for as much percentage points as you can, and eBash is doing exactly that. They're at roughly 50%. Nick Fury getting a massive, massive charge and fire strike, and Magic's getting a triple kill on that Hanzo, able to stop eBash from getting 50%, 46% instead on the table for eBash, and Evo with the cap pushing 15% now. What do you think eBash did differently?
Let's see. I think they kind of just let Evo just come in and, get picks on some people that were out of position.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that just kind of made the fight a little bit one-sided.
Magic's over here getting an opening pick with that Hanzo ultimate, able to get Mercy.
Yeah.
Lots of healing
Magix
gone.
is really getting away with an aggressive position here.
Honestly.
That Far really needs to look down.
Yeah, yep, and Zenyatta's having a bit of a crisis trying to deal. Oh my god, gets the nasty headshot onto that Zenyatta. Oh, that's not gotta feel good. And he's just sitting here uncontested around these pillars. Soldier 76 confused as to where he is, getting the headshot down onto him, and that Mercy is almost non-existent, not finding a lot of value at all. Her ult is at 93%, meaning this next fight she will have res, so that could lead to more aggressive positioning from eBash, but I'm not too sure what they'll do instead. Oh man.
All right, they just lost that Pharah. Ebash is gonna need to not get picked off right now. They really need to get somewhere safe.
Oh my
Oh,
god, Voodoo with the barrage down the hallway, able to find Mercy, not able to find too much else. Roadhog is looking for blood, looking for vengeance, but the side of Ebash just keep getting staggered and staggered. Zenyatta going down. Mercy is going to have her res for this next fight, so she might be able to get a two-man res if she's there in time. The Pharah from the side of Ebash contesting this archway, not really doing too much.
yeah, Magic's on the Hanzo from Evo is looking like he's got a stealth camo on because Ebash is not noticing him at all.
Yeah,
He is
not
just
at all.
standing right there, just going off.
Yeah, honestly, they got to deal with him one way or another, or that's just going to be a GG. The Mercy on the side of Ebash does use her res, but she's only able to find one, and it looks like the first map, well, the second map technically, will be going to the side of Evo Gaming. Can you say that we're surprised at all?
I mean, I am a little bit surprised that Ebash had such a strong start to this
That
round.
is true, yeah.
The Pharah seems to be working out for them. Ebash's Pharah seems to have a decent idea of like who to go for and what they're doing. So I think they want to keep the Pharah, maybe change up a few other things, and maybe they can make an even stronger showing this
Yeah,
round.
maybe. And it looks like they will be taking your advice and keeping to that Pharah Mercy. And it looks like someone on the side of Ebash got a little salty that Magic was finding so much success on Hanzo, because he's now playing Hanzo. They will have a double healer maintaining mostly a 2-2-2 comp. It's actually 3 DPS. They're missing out on one tank, but not bad. On the side of Evo, however, they'll be running the 3-2-1.
Oh, and switching off
Yeah.
Pharah to Orisa. Oh no.
Yep. No, man.
This doesn't bode well, I think.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Orisa could work a little better. Hanzo and Soldier can stand behind her shield, and that makes a lot more sense because they've got the range too, but I don't know. I feel like Magic's on that Reaper. Just going to walk right up to her and blast her in the face, and that's going to be the end of Orisa.
And just like that, Nick Fury gets a nice pick on the Diva on the
Wow.
Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Everyone on Evo is just getting picks right now. So that is going to be a team wipe practically.
Yep, practically.
And, yep, there's the team wipe.
Yep. That, a good opening fight from Evo. However, they do have to cap the point. One person on the point did remember that, hey, we still have to cap it. It's King of the Hill.
Right.
Can't just kill them all game.
Looks like Magix has his stealth camo on again.
Yep. Somehow, he's got that army camo going for himself. And it looks like they'll be taking another aggressive hold. They're just holding the choke once again. Voodoo bullying them in this hallway back into their spawn. Oh my god. Indiana. I don't get it, man. New York is just in a league of their own, it seems like.
Well, hey, Ebash has switched back to the Pharah, so it's what was working for them last time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So
And she tried fixing it. That didn't work out. She's going back. Voodoo on this Pharah, still
Right
raining
now-
hell from above.
right now, Ebash just needs to stay in that spawn until they get 6 people, because Pharah's just going after them one at a time.
Mm-hmm. Really not looking too good. And honestly, one of the things that you can do, you know how you're saying group up, and these people are probably like, oh, where should we group up? But we keep getting pushed to our spawn. Group up and spawn. That's fine, and push out as a unit. That's a very viable thing to do, because even in higher level tournaments, people will push you all the way to spawn if they get the chance to. If you let them stagger you, that's it. So you just gotta group up, and it looks like they won't be taking that advice. But
Yeah, definitely. I think Ebash keeps thinking, they're going to be safe around this corner
Yeah.
behind the choke.
yeah,
but,
they're like, I'm behind this house. They can't see me, right?
But Evo's like, nah, I know where you're hiding.
Yep. That's what happens when you have a lady that's flying and can shoot rockets. You can't really hide that from anywhere. Wow. And Evo. Nick Fury finding another charge. This guy's actually really good on Reinhardt. He's supposedly a Reinhardt-only main, too, so it's pretty interesting. Wow, Voodoo, sending off fireworks into the distance. Pretty good. The monks in the Himalayas might be a little disturbed,
Yeah,
but,
I don't
that's
think
fine.
Ebash is even going to be able to get the point into overtime here.
No.
And just
Oh,
like
God.
that,
And that'll be the third point of Nepal going to Evo Gaming. So, actually, that is a 3-0 for Evo Gaming onto Ebash. Yep. And, yeah.
All right, so
Yep.
good stuff on Evo once again.
Yeah, good stuff on Evo. That'll be the end of the first match. We are going to be getting out of this game really
So
quickly,
Evo takes
and there
that
we go.
set. So I guess the next round is kind of like you know how most tournaments you would have a losers bracket,
Yep,
and
yep.
then winner of the losers bracket goes to grand finals.
Mm-hmm.
But you know there's only two teams here, so I
Yeah.
guess it was like
It's a
that was
rematch.
so grand finals.
Mm-hmm.
But
Here
I'm
we
guessing
go.
it would go by typical like double elimination rules, and
Right,
that
right.
if eBash were to win, they would have to win two sets. So
Yep, yep.
they would have to pull off something miraculous.
Yeah, yeah. So this, like you said, this will be another best of 5. Um, if it goes anything like the first best of 5 does, I'm expecting Evo to win, and I'm very proud of the boys in blue. Well,
Yes,
they're
New
not really in blue.
York.
Yes, yes, New York. This is a
You
New
know,
York friendly
anyone not
stream.
from New York watching this, you guys have to come and give us a challenge. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
the team is ready and waiting. Any challengers will be accepted. They will challenge you, and yeah, it'll work. Yeah, they're actually doing the draft again now, so it's gonna take a second. What do you think? You think we're gonna see mostly the same maps, or do you think we'll see more King of the Hill, more payload? I don't know. It's all speculation at this point because you
Let's
really don't know.
see. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, maybe Ebash is gonna say, you know what, we lost two of the King of the Hill maps. Maybe we should try something that's not King of the Hill. But I
Hmm.
mean, they did do slightly better at King of the Hill than they did in the hybrid map, the
That
one
is very
hybrid map we
true.
did, King's
Yeah.
Row. So
The only time they were able to actually get that cap down was on a King of the Hill map, was on that Nepal point. So,
yeah, maybe
you
they
know.
just want to figure out some different heroes to play on King of the Hill. That might
Yeah.
work out for them. You know, maybe
Yep.
Farah, maybe going with some other,
Yeah.
maybe one of their other players is really strong at another DPS. So if
Yeah.
they have Farah plus another DPS that one of the players is really strong at,
Hmm.
you know, maybe they could make something happen.
Yeah, like, my advice for Ebash, stop playing Orisa, man. You're good at Farah. You're great. You know,
Yeah,
you're finding a
especially
lot
on
of
King of the
success.
Hill.
Yeah.
And it's the
Stick
same
to it.
player that's going between Farah
Exactly.
and Orisa. So.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you can see his team's performance fluctuate with what he picks. It's like Orisa, nothing is happening on his team. Farah, oh, we're getting a couple picks here and there. Oh, look, we capped it. Hooray. Stick to the Farah, man. You can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah,
JK, I believe in my
I
voice.
feel like Orissa's damage is not as bad as some people
Hmm.
perceive, but you're really only going to be getting that Orissa damage if you're shooting into another tank,
Yeah.
like a Winston or something
Yep.
like that, and then
Yep.
hitting every headshot because you know his headshot is. I
Hmm.
mean, his headshot hitbox is so huge.
It is huge.
Then you see some decent Orissa damage, but aside from that, she's kind of just like there
Yeah.
helping out with shields.
And it's like, if you can't spam a choke with it, like, I don't know, you're not going to find any usage out of it. If no one's behind your shield, you're already losing that. Your utility is gone.
Yeah,
Your
not the
utility is your
ideal
shield.
King of the Hill pick.
Yeah, not the ideal King of the Hill pick. All you need to do to counter Orisa, run behind her shield. She can't reposition it. That's it, man. That's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah, and I mean Reinhardt is another you know shield-based hero.
Yep.
But at least with Reinhardt and King of the Hill, you know you're removing shields.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you've got your charge on top of that for a
Mhm.
quick 300 damage.
Yeah. Oh,
your
man.
hammer swings.
And Nick Fury absolutely making the most out of that,
Yeah,
getting those
definitely.
nice charges, getting those nice fire strikes,
I know,
finding
Nick-
a lot of utility.
Nick Fury's nostalgia is bringing me back to you know the old seasons of Overwatch competitive when you would see Reinhardt all the time
Yeah.
shooting on King of the Hill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For those of you watching who have been watching a little bit of competitive Overwatch here and there, maybe you guys know of a guy named Kaiser. He's this, Korean kid who's an amazing Reinhardt. He pulls off fat shatters all the time, and he actually plays for Cloud9 now.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see more of Kaiser, but we haven't even really seen Cloud9 in too many.
Yeah, that's
tournaments
true.
yet with
Yeah,
Kaiser.
a lot of teams waiting for the announcement of the Overwatch League, things like that. It's kind of exciting. Although I wish they would release a little more information.
Well, have you heard they just announced the first 7 teams? for
That's
Overwatch
true,
League,
yeah.
So very hype.
Yeah.
We actually already know what some of the teams for the other cities are going to be, but they haven't announced what's going to be the Overwatch World League team for New York City.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm really anticipating that.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting, man. And
Uh,
it looks like the owner of the Mets, actually, Jeff Wilpon, is gonna be investing into the New York slot for Overwatch, and that's like a multi-million-dollar investment, dude. That's crazy. That Blizzard's able to get this. Like, I know the LA spot, like Sacramento, those are like $20 million a pop. That's crazy. And they've already got investors taking it, like
Yeah,
Immortals
there's
is there.
crazy money in this. It's
Yeah.
pretty exciting because it's not only exciting for Overwatch, but exciting for esports as a whole.
Yeah.
Because there's been nothing like this in any esport.
Yeah, and they're really stepping up the bar, if the production is fantastic. Like, their production has been usually good. Their camera guys, for in-game, not the best, but, they're doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
Their casters have been freaking fantastic. They got Monte Cristo and DOA. They poached two of the best casters from League. Like, come on.
Yeah,
That's
the OGN Apex tournaments in South Korea seem to really be pushing things forward for the spectators.
yeah,
So hopefully they're going to be taking a lot of notes from OGN
yeah.
Apex as far as like how to
Hmm.
maneuver the spectator camera, just how to have a clean presentation.
Right.
Uh,
And I agree with you. I wish they would take a couple more notes from OG and Apex because, if I'm not mistaken, they run it on TV and they have it like a weekly series.
oh, I didn't know it was on TV in
Yeah,
South
isn't that
Korea.
crazy?
That's yeah,
They
pretty
have
cool.
like a weekly like show for people to watch, and there's so many fans in South Korea. Like people are so invested in like cosplaying, like the whole galaxy of Overwatch stuff, and it's actually fantastic.
Hey, esports everywhere right now is making a lot of progress.
Yeah,
For any of you fighting game fans out there,
yeah,
they have the Evo fighting game tournament
yeah,
this weekend. Not related to the Evo Land Center
yeah.
that we're
It's
at
not
right
really.
now, but yes, there is this huge fighting tournament, biggest in the world, called Evo in Las Vegas, and that's actually airing on ESPN right now, I believe.
That's crazy.
And it's
ESPN.
yeah, it's going to be on ESPN.
What?
So it's playing on ESPN. Probably right this moment, it should be on ESPN.
Wow.
And certain games, particularly Smash Brothers, for any of those Smash Brothers fans, is actually going to be on the Disney XD channel.
What? Disney
Yes, it's going
XD?
to be on Disney XD. Smash Brothers at Evo.
Is it gonna be Melee or is it gonna be the new one?
Smash 4, the new one.
Okay, 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 okay. That's crazy.
I'm not sure about Melee. Maybe Melee, but
Yeah.
as far as I know, only Smash 4.
Okay, that's still not bad. It's still exposure, you know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good exposure on that head. Disney XD is obviously going to be pouring a lot of money into their production, making sure it's top notch. Like that's Disney. That's a big company. No way they're just dilly dallying
Definitely.
with that. No way. Um, I also heard Rocket League was going to be on NBC.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's going to be something interesting to watch too. I wasn't even like Rocket League. I got into when it first got out, and it wasn't even that big when it came out, and I sort of forgot about it. And then next thing I hear about it, it's on NBC, and I'm like, okay. I've seen, I think CS:GO was on
That was on, it was TBS, I think?
TBS. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say TLC, and I was like, it's
So
not the
yeah,
same
we've
thing.
been seeing these little like esports events just popping up on
Yeah.
TV here and there, and it's pretty cool. I think one of them that went over a lot of people's heads was that channel? It's like Channel 11 in New York. What's it called? The CW
The
11 channel?
CW,
Yeah,
yeah, Pix
CW 11
11,
channel.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They actually had this whole series. It wasn't a straight up tournament series. What would you call it? It was kind of like an MTV True Lifestyle series, like a little documentary series where they followed Mortal Kombat players.
No way.
Yeah, no, they had a full season of it.
What?
And that the Mortal Kombat player Sonic Fox, he's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was on
He plays
it.
for Echo Fox now, right?
Hmm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, so they had a bunch of the top Mortal Kombat players, and they were like following them as they went through their daily tournament life and so on. So that was pretty cool. It was on channel
Yeah.
CW11.
Yeah, that's pretty fantastic, and it looks like the map draft has been completed. The first map that we will be going into in the second best of 5 in this series will be Hollywood. That is a hybrid map, meaning
All
you
right,
got a
I
cap
do love
thing.
this map.
Yeah, Hollywood is one of my favorite maps as well. And with that being said, we will be heading in game. Yeah, comp differences on this map are pretty big. I know a lot of people like to hold cafe. You hold car over here. Sometimes take the high ground on this spot. Not too sure. People play it very differently. You can run death ball. You can run dive. You can run a whole plethora of things.
And
What
it's
is?
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was just thinking if I were on Ebash and I was like, this team isn't really too coordinated. We don't have the experience playing together or the team synergy. I would try to go with Symmetra, and that's exactly what Ebash is looking to do here. Let me not
Yes.
speak too loud because I don't want to tip off our Evo boys, but I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah.
they heard me.
Yeah.
So,
That's funny. The
I mean,
Symmetra
this
pick
is
is
one
very
of
fun.
the best maps for Symmetra.
Yeah.
It's just basically one big choke point.
Yeah, honestly.
So it's if you play really smart, you can do a good job at holding this with Symmetra and then get that teleporter up
Yep,
and make
yep.
it really hard to take the first point.
Yeah, on the side of Evo Gaming, to basically counter that Symmetra, it looks like Voodoo is going to be keeping on that Pharah. That, like, Symmetra is very good as long as people are going through the choke, you know what I mean? And with that Pharah up in the air, she might just peep those turrets a little early, blow them up, and Symmetra might not be that good. But we'll see. We'll see how good their awareness is. All Out Saiyan looking like he's switching off of that Roadhog onto Hanzo, running that quad DPS, excuse me, Asian Demon, running a Sombra. That'll be
All
interesting. Oh,
I do think it's best to run Symmetra with the solo healer, but usually not Zenyatta.
Hmm.
And I really don't like the placement of those Symmetra turrets, like all the way up there. I think it would have been better just have the turrets at the choke, so
Yeah.
you kind of catch them by
Yeah.
surprise.
Sombra finding a lot of usage already, getting massive amounts of damage down onto Reinhardt, finding the pick onto Zenyatta, jumping over the main wall, May wall to try and hack this
Ooh,
health pack
so
over
this
here.
is looking like a lost point for Ebash, because I mean they
Yeah.
lost the Symmetra early, they lost the Zenyatta early.
This is not looking too good for Ebash. Evo Gaming, however, making us extremely proud, getting all the picks that they need, all the picks that they're able to find, Asian Demon teleporting back, making use of that health pack. Lots of ults charge being built up for Evo Gaming. Voodoo entering another dimension shortly, finding picks onto May, and this continues to be one-sided. Pretty easy so far, and it looks like they'll be capping the point and pushing out into the streets phase. I don't know, man. Not looking too good for Ebash once again. Voodoo might get hit by the car and survives. Good survivability there, you know.
Yes, Overwatch physics.
Did you see the ring of turrets on that hay bale over
Yeah,
there?
I saw, but Voodoo picked up on it. He's like, oh, I see the little edge of a turret.
Yep. Oh, wow. Yep. Evo Gaming playing this very smart, pushing up on the high ground, pushing forward as far as they can, and it puts them in a good spot, because I'll show you if Farah flies over there in a second. Never mind, I'll take this.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Ebash's Winston is trying to do there, because, he popped up to that high ground, which, maybe is a good idea, but then, he used his shield got popped, and at that point, you can't really do much as Winston.
Yep. And Voodoo playing exactly like I would expect a pro to play here. Although he is not a pro, the Hanzo going out, they're holding the chokes basically here for the spawn. And it's pretty hard to push out as the defending team if they push you
this is
into
what
these
we call
spawns.
snowballing.
Yep, the Voodoo keeps getting picks, and it's just pick after pick. Looks like we will be seeing a Torbjorn pick coming out from the side of Ebash as well. The Torb Simcom, a very deadly duo.
Yeah, once again, if Ebash wants to have a chance here, they really need to just take a step back and just, have their team not die for a moment so that they can actually, set up somewhere and have a full fight.
Yeah.
And they've got rid of their only healer though, and they're trying to defend this last point with Symmetra, which I think can be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, not looking too good. The Symmetra trying to play more of a hit scan role, trying to aim up at the Farah, but your beam doesn't go up that far, my friend. I'm very sorry. Really not looking too good for Ebash. The picks coming out from Evo Gaming over and over again. The stagger is undeniable.
Genji is pulling out the blade. Can't find anything right now though. Oh, he'll take out Soldier. Honestly, Magix looked like he had no plan going out on that. He was just like, I'm taking it out. But I think, they were just doing so well at this point that he knew, it was going to work.
Yeah, it was a bit of an assertion of dominance more than anything. He was just like, here it is. Here's my blade. It is out. Now cower in fear. And it worked. Ebash Blizz not able to get the kill on him, even though he's stunned. What a monster of a player.
Okay, that was slow motion. Round was ending.
Yeah.
Not much Ebash at that point.
Try talking.
Might be having some mic issues here, so might need to figure those out.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Is there a way to increase the sensitivity?
Alright, trying to check real quick with our people here at Evo how my mic is doing.
Yeah. Is it up all the way?
Apologies for these technical difficulties.
Yep. See if it looks good now. Property.
Alright, so next Ebash is going to have a chance to attack. So we're going to see right now if Ebash is actually going to have a chance here. I mean, if they can take the third point, even if they don't have as much time, at least they'll have a chance to make it back in round 3.
Yep. I definitely agree, and Ebash, like they're going for a pretty standard comp here, running that quad DPS once again. They, the meta, it's just out the window. There is no meta. This is high school. There's no meta whatsoever. And, it almost worked for them, 1 point of Nepal. They almost got to 50%. Almost. That's pretty much it. Pretty easy game for Evo Gaming. This is the second best of 5 being played right now. Evo Gaming did take the first one 3-0. In a pretty dominant display, and it looks like it's happening again. 4 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. That's what they finished with. Evo Gaming having an extremely great showing. And I'm pretty sure they'll be able to hold eBash for 4 minutes. What do you think?
Let's see. Well, they are going out with a Bastion. Both teams coming out with a Bastion, actually. So
Yeah.
looks like we might see a little bit of Bastion versus Bastion here. But I think Bastion is definitely a little bit stronger on defense for this map in particular. And actually requires a lot of coordination to fight against sometimes. So eBash is going to have to, coordinate a strategy in order to fight him. They've got the Genji, but Genji doesn't always work against a Bastion that's smart enough not to shoot into deflect.
Yep. That's like the most important thing. And a good Genji, it knows when to deflect like extremely well, but it's very hard to learn those timings. And honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where he's going.
Okay, Genji's trying to distract a little bit.
Yeah, he's playing the
dancing
decoy
around.
game. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he gets taken
he's
out.
dead.
Yep, then he's dead. Let's Yep.
All right, we got Super Saiyan Bastion over here. All out Saiyan.
Kind of like this skin, the Dune Buggy skin. Pretty nice.
Yeah, I never was able to get it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't get it either, unfortunately, man. Yeah, this Genji hitting that deflect once again, hoping that Bastion would turn into turret form and gun him down, but that is not panning out for him at all.
I mean, it all depends on the level of the Bastion. Some of the lower level Bastions, you can just stick that deflect out immediately and they'll shoot right into
shoot
it.
right into it. It's like, oh, that's my cue, right?
But against a really good Bastion, I would actually opt for a Pharah a lot of the times rather than a Genji, just because, you can't always rely on deflect to take him out. And then, a good Bastion will be fast enough to maybe only shoot a deflect for, half a second.
Yeah, yeah. And it looks like Soldier 76 might actually be playing with a controller, surprisingly enough. This is a PC tournament for all of those that may be confused out there. However, controllers are allowed on PCs because, they work. Some people like them. Personal preference, whatever.
Yeah, I think playing against players who are actually playing with a mouse and keyboard or controller could be viable if, let's say, you're playing against like Winston, if you're playing as Winston or Reinhardt, maybe a hero that doesn't really require as much fine aim.
Yeah, but yeah, on a soldier, that might be hindering his ability to perform as well as
so that's something we haven't really noticed until now, but definitely like the type of linear aim that you would see with the controller.
Yeah.
Not seeing those quick flicks.
Oh. See, this guy, you could tell he's not using a controller. Aim a bit. Go. Not surprised, once again, Evo Gaming pulling out their favorite strat, the spawn camp. And panning out extremely well for them. The kill feed is entirely red. eBash not able to find one pick. Still running a Sombra. Not too sure what she's been hacking, really, or what she's been up to, but...
I mean, he just hacked the, I think that was the Genji he just hacked, but he doesn't have the team to follow up, so...
Hack the world, my friend, hack the world. Doesn't even look like the Orisa player is playing, Pharah anymore.
Just like that, Evil's, Bastion just snuck up on Pharah. Ooh! eBash's McCree actually gets a sick Deadeye off, finally taking out all the DPS on the side of Evo, so eBash is really going to need to push in right now and take advantage of this. And just like that, they've almost taken out the Reinhardt. Reinhardt is going down.
Oh,
this is finally the chance for eBash to push the point, but they're going to want more than 1% of points. Somebody from Evo is contesting the point, though. I think it is Magic's on the Tracer.
Yep.
And there
they're
comes
back.
The sword.
Yeah. Asian Demon popping off with the Dragon Blade. Tracer getting a couple picks, able to find the Widow and the Hanzo. Getting a third pick on a Soldier 76. And that is Hollywood. First map of this best of 5 going to Evo Gaming.
That is game for Evo once again.
Yeah.
I can hear our Evo Gaming guys in the background saying that the eBash's McCree is going to be play of the game. Who knows? I mean,
Hopefully
it was a pretty good Deadeye, but, you need more than just one good ult to go and get a win.
That is true. That is very true.
Oh,
And
it
look
is
at
actually
that.
going to be from Voodoo on the
Yep,
Pharah.
on that fair. Oh yeah, is this when he ulted in here? Nope, clearly not.
Oh, just
Yep, it is the Evo Gaming strat, the spawn camp coming out, lots of picks. Good stuff. 52% kill participation, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I think the spawn capping might need to become like a local meme.
Yeah, Evo Gaming, spawn camping.
Like
Yeah.
whenever you're spawn camping, you just be like Evo strats.
Yeah, Evo, like you know how they do C9 if you get
Or no,
pushed
like
behind your
forced,
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
like forced hill strats.
yeah. Forest Hills High
Hold on, I
School.
might need to go take care of a few things. I will be back.
Yep. Yep. Looking pretty good for Evo Gaming. Very confident that they might be able to take the next couple ones. Remember, I'm new. I believe in you. I believe in you, my boy. Yeah, the chat is going wild. Absolutely. Cool. We will be heading. Uh. Yeah, I just had to mute this thing for a second, and thank you. Yep. So while this next match is being set up, we did get these beverages, nice complimentary of Evo Gaming. Come stop by, Flushing Queens. You can find our address, our website at evogaming.com.
Well, my mic was still off. Just turn it back on. I think it is evogamingnyc.com. Let me double check.
Very well might be. Very well.
Oh, well, you know what? If you guys are watching this, you're probably already on Twitch, and I believe a link to the website should be in the Twitch about me.
Cool. Yeah. Go Gaming NYC. Come stop by. It's a pretty cool gaming place.
All right. So we're going
rates
to
and whatnot.
Ilios, one of my favorite maps, visually at the least.
Yep. Ilios or Lijiang Tower?
Sorry, Lijiang Tower.
Yeah.
My mistake.
No problem. Yeah.
Ilios is very beautiful as well, though.
Yeah, actually, it really is, and I kind of want to visit the place that it's actually based on because it's actually really pretty.
Yeah,
And
I've seen pictures of the place that Ilios is based on, and there is a really striking similarity.
yeah,
So
I think
they
it's
did a good
a
job.
Santorini, Greece. I think something like that. And yeah, it looks like oh, that is. I hate when that happens. You press a hotkey and it switches to the other map of Lijiang Tower. It looks like why am I here? There it is, and the game does begin. This is a King of the Hill map. That is not the camera I want to be on.
Alright, so all that's saying is the one on the Genji this time.
Yep, getting a couple good picks to open it up, and that's the team fight. That looks like a team kill right there.
Okay, and they're going with the, actually, I want to say rarely seen, but honestly, it's really not that rarely seen, the King of the Hill Symmetra. And things, King of the Hill Symmetra, it's really not ideal for King of the Hill for the first fight, but once
Oh my god!
oh god!
Oh
And
my
just like
god.
that, Symmetra is already set up, has the turret set up. As I was going to say, yeah, it's not ideal for the first fight, but once you get all those turrets set up, man, you can really make it a pain for the other team to go and get back onto that point.
Yeah, exactly. Not too good for the first cap, but once you do get that first cap down, she can set up like this, and she basically blocks off an entire section of the map. That's a great zoning coming out from Magix, and it looks like it's going to be pretty easy from Evo with the whole section of the map blocked off like that. They're not getting past that microwave right there.
And they've got the teleporter up. I'm not sure if Ebash has realized that this teleporter is up yet, but if they don't, that is going to be an easy way for Evo to just get back to the point. But they just lost their Symmetra to a Mei. However, Evo still gets 3 other picks, so they're still going to be holding on to this without too much trouble.
Yep, they're just chilling. 50% just hit for Evo Gaming, looking pretty easy. Lijiang Tower being a King of the Hill means that this is a best of 5, so Evo Gaming would have to take 3 maps off of Ebash.
Alright, Saiyan on the Genji here is going in on that Widow.
Yeah, trying to find some...
Doing right clicks from a little bit far away.
Yeah, doesn't matter though. His team is popping off 4 members of Ebash. 5 members of Ebash already gone. And now Saiyan just has to pick up this Widow and finish it all out for his team.
Yeah, these
Never
guys are
mind.
just having like a fun, a fun
Yeah.
little 1v1 while, Evo was winning the
Yeah.
5v5.
While the rest of the world collapses around them. And the Evo strat, Forest Hills High School pulling out the spawn camp once again. Finding lots of success with it too. All out saying getting a good pick onto Blizz 14. I don't know why I said Blizz 14, I meant May. Magic's microwaving that Lucio, poor guy. 99% on the point. Overtime is triggered, however, it's quickly ticking down, and it doesn't look like Ebash will be able to make it. Yeah, man, 2 more maps, and it looks like Evo will be taking this, and it'll be 2-0 at that point. Hollywood already in favor of Evo. And, yeah, this is a best of 5 game, so 1-0 right now for Evo. Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know, man. I'm not sure this will go any different than the other matches. This
Yeah, I
map.
don't know. I feel for Ebash right now. This must be
Yeah.
a little bit painful.
Yep. It looks like they're having fun with it, though, at least. They're playing, like, whatever they want, just trying to have a
Yeah,
good time.
definitely. At this point, like I said, at least this was my viewpoint when I used to enter in a lot of Smash Brothers tournaments.
Hmm.
If you can't do that well, just think of it as practice. Hey.
Yeah. Just practicing, trying to get better, right? Trying to make a change. On the side of Evo Gaming now, pretty standard comp. 2 tanks, triple, quad DPS, no healers. Who needs healers, right? Amanu, the normal Lucio player, is actually running a Soldier 76. And let's see if it pans out for them. They're already getting 2 picks onto the side of Ebash. 3 picks. Who needs healers? Oh, Sane could have used a healer right there, but I'm not sure that would have helped.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just got headshotted by Widow, so yeah, no healing is gonna stop that.
Yeah, no, oh, gets punched in the mouth by Voodoo. Absolutely brutal. Man.
Yeah, I think Saiyan definitely isn't their usual Genji player. I believe Evo had somebody else on Genji, but so I think Saiyan's trying it out.
Maybe. This Soldier 76 player is still using a controller. Very evident here. He's trying to hit the Pharah as hard as possible. And just can't do it.
Yeah.
Not having it.
Definitely would like to see a little bit more movement from this soldier on the side of Ebash. He's making himself a little bit too easy to hit just standing there.
Yeah, just a little. Another forward spawn, but surprisingly enough, this isn't a Forest Hill strat. This sort of camp is how you play Lijiang Tower, this forward hold. So if you do get picked off over here at the front, you'll have time to respawn and catch your team back up on the spawn,
Yeah,
on
this
the
forward
point
hold
itself.
is really good for Lijiang because they really only have like 2 ways that they can push. This
Yep.
tiny little doorway and then the little balcony side.
Yep. Up on the top right or whatever, what have you. And it looks like they're just going to continue to hold them, man. Evo Gaming already at 60%. This is not looking good for Ebash. Sending out the Twin Dragons. Now they're able to find the pick. However, Hanzo does find a random pick onto Asian Demon, running that Reaper. And the Barrage getting a triple kill. Absolutely nutty. And ends up killing himself. That's the mark of a true good player. If you don't do that once at least with Pharah in your lifetime, you can't call yourself a Pharah player.
Yeah, I can't think of how many times when I first started playing Pharah that like a Winston would drop a bubble right under me when I was ulting, and then I'd be like, "Wait, how did I kill myself?" And then I'd look at the cam and I'd be like, "Oh, there was a Winston bubble."
Yeah, it's
there.
like, oh, awkward.
Big boy on point. Big boy.
Who's on point? Oh, Monkey versus Reinhardt. He's slapping him around and slaps him into the next dimension, into the Nether Realm. The
Ooh,
Lotus,
Asian
what is that
Demon
called?
on the Reaper getting that triple kill.
Death Blossom. I was gonna say Death Lotus. That is not. That's a different flower.
Death Lotus, that would be
Yeah.
a cool name.
Yeah. Yep. Round 2. Going to Evo. 1 more round, and that'll be the second map for Evo. Pretty standard, pretty good so far. Let's see if we can get any of the game sounds are as high as possible. Working out pretty well. Wow, Ebash is from Indiana, right? Indiana,
It'd be funny if
Midwestern
their
state.
name was Ebo, and then we had Ebo versus Evo.
Ebo versus Evo. Where did my... Oh, there it is.
All right.
And,
It's like Amanu's like checking his phone or something.
mhm.
He's a little bit behind the team on the soldier. Alright, Ebash is going for similar comp. This time Ebash is running a Junkrat, which can be good on King of the Hill. Just, spamming those bombs into a tight space. Ebash's Winston jumping in a little bit early there, though. Gets taken out by the Genji and Soldier.
Yeah, not looking too good for the side of Ebash. All out saying, popping off, getting 2 kills there, finding the Junkrat and finding the Winston. Magic's D-meching the Diva of Ebash. Voodoo finishing off the baby Diva, and all out saying, just finishing up the cap with their Orisa. Looks like they're finding a little more success with their Orisa, but I think that's just overall just a little more higher skill of players. More than anything. Winston on the site by himself. Not really where you want to be as a Winston, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta wait for your team to engage, wait for the healers to get isolated, go jump on them. Go,
yeah, definitely
lay down some damage.
Usually as Winston, if you're going to be jumping in, you either want to have your team there, like ready to go in, like the moment after you jump in, or you want to be jumping in the moment after one of your flankers jumps in.
Right, right. Yeah, that coordination is very powerful. That's how dive works. That's how dive finds its success. Coordination has to be extremely good for it to work out, and that's just not here. Voodoo getting the boop onto the Lucio. Surprisingly enough, usually he could just wall ride his way to victory, but by the way the things have been going, I can't say I'm surprised, but I'm glad that Evo is winning. Very happy. And it looks like Evo is positioning themselves once again for that Forest Hill strategy, that spawn camp. Winston here taking a lot of flak damage from Genji and trying to make his way onto the point. Not too sure why he wants to be there by himself, but
yeah, especially after he's already used the bubble.
Yeah.
It's really rough to jump in as Winston after you've already used your bubble.
Yeah, that's a lot of your protection already down. Once you use your jump too, you got no more mobility. After that, you're just a walking hunk of meat. Like, that's it.
Alright, all that's saying, still looking for picks on the Genji here. He's got a little Torp turret to get some hits on.
Yeah, Torbjorn repairing his turret here. Drops down to 8 health, and he's living a very dangerous life. The barrage coming out from Voodoo, able to find Soldier 76. And looks like they just have full bridge control. Oh my, poor monkey, just getting smacked around. He's ulting from spawn. I'm not too sure he knows he can jump like every 1.5 seconds. He definitely wasn't utilizing that, but yeah. That'll be Lijiang Tower going to Evo Gaming, so that's 2-0 in this best of 5. And they move on to the third map, so if they win this third one, that's it. Evo Gaming takes the whole thing. They've already won one best of 5. That'll be it. Play the game now, going to Lucio, actually, surprisingly enough.
Alright. So I'm guessing we're going to see a pretty nasty environmental kill here. Gets the Diva.
Oh yeah, it's the boop onto that May, poor lady.
And then the boop on the Sombra. And jumps off like a true pro.
Yeah, like a true pro, laying down the BM. And
yeah,
Evo
Lucio
Gaming.
with 6 environmental kills overall and 31 limbs,
That's...
which is only 3 behind gold limbs. Wow.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They say you can put your best player on Lucio sometimes. That shot calling ability is very good, and Lucio now, he's just got so much damage potential, and his mechanical skill cap is so high, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, as a player, I am loving Lucio right now. He ended up being my most played hero this season of Overwatch so far.
Wow.
And I mean, I still love playing Ana as well, and I used to love the damage that Ana did, but now Lucio can out-damage Ana, which is
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ana used to be able to 3-shot a Pharah out of air, and that was good because you had that help taking care of annoying pharmacies. You didn't have to run double hit scan and Diva to deal with pharmacy. Now you do because you have to land like 4 shots with Ana, I think. And that's ridiculous. How are you supposed to land 4 shots on her? I don't know. That's kind of brutal too. You're having
Ana
a mother.
can still do like decent damage as a support, but compared to Lucio, it's like, man,
That's not too good. And Lucio's mobility is just unparalleled. You can be up in their face, like running circles around them, doing massive amounts of damage, and then just push them off the edge.
Personally, I mean, with this season, after Reaper got buffed recently, we've been seeing a lot of Reapers in Overwatch, and I personally love fighting Reaper with Lucio, because you just boop him away, and then he is a little bit too far away to really do too much damage to you, and then you just kite him, and you get some headshots on Reaper, and he's done.
And that's it, and his mobility is very low. You know, once he's doesn't have that Wraith form anymore, once he uses that shift, that's just too easy. His E is somewhat good at repositioning him, but it just doesn't happen fast enough to be of any utility in an actual fight. And yeah, I'm not
Yeah, I have the feeling Blizzard's going to change that ability eventually
Yeah.
because I think it's been mutually agreed by most Overwatch players that
It's pretty
Reaper's
useless.
teleport is like one of the worst abilities in the game.
Yep. Yep. And if it was a bit quicker, maybe, because then you would actually be repositioning instead of, all right, I'm gonna land right here, guys. Here's like this giant indicator to show you where I am. On top of that, I'm gonna scream repositioning. Like what?
Oh yeah, well actually I just remembered there is a buff confirmed on
That's
the
true.
PTR for
Yeah.
Reaper. They're going to be drastically reducing the sound of his teleport.
That's good. It's about time.
Yeah, it's still not going to be great, but at the very least you'll be able to teleport, kind of near somebody. And
The
sorry, I got to take care of something.
it's like a sign language doing that. Like, please, someone understand me.
Yeah, so what we're talking about? Oh yeah, Reaper buffs.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Reaper's teleport. It's not gonna be like an ability that's gonna make him way better.
Mhm.
But at the very least, after the buff, I'd imagine you're gonna be able to, teleport near somebody, and they won't really notice you unless they see you.
And it's good that the other Reaper buff that they had, where he actually regens health in a fixed percentage for how much damage he does, he's way more viable now. He's actually able to take out tanks and not just die.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
crazy.
No, I love the Reaper buffs that they added.
I'm very glad they did that. It was a very smart move from Blizzard. And yeah, with all that being said, the third map of this best of 5 will be Numbani, so another hybrid map. They seem to love these maps for some reason. Not bad at all. And Numbani does lend itself to a couple more creative playstyles. And yeah, what do you think we'll see? You think we've been seeing a lot of Torb Symmetra, a lot of weird niche tech picks.
Let's see. So is it Evo starting on defense?
It
Yep, Evo starting on
Is
defense.
Evo starting on
I'm
defense?
surprised that we don't see the Symmetra coming out for them because this is also a pretty good Symmetra map, but compared to like Temple of Anubis or Hollywood, it's
Right.
not as good as Temple of Anubis or Hollywood for Symmetra, but it's solid.
Yeah, that is true.
hmm.
And I think
Voodoo pulling the classic move, killing himself before the game starts.
yeah, that's how you do it. That's how it's like that good luck thing,
Yeah, I
You
feel
know?
like sometimes people do it to like psych their team out and be like, "Am I gonna play Pharah?"
Yeah, it's like, oh, what'll happen? What'll happen? Asian Demon over here looking for the cheeky Lucio boop, already positioning himself outside of the spawn door. Not too sure the side of Ebash will even fall for it. They look like they're having some shenanigans going on between Anna and Genji, but might not be PG-13, so I'll keep that off the stream. No. But Asian Demon looking for a boop, just pushes him back into spawn. McCree unable to capitalize on that, however, and
Yeah,
it looks
we're
like
seeing
he'll be
some
making
very
his
cheeky
escape.
Lucio play. He's so far away from his team right now.
Oh yeah, and Evo pulling out that strat once again, holding very close up, and they just know they're more mechanically skilled. They're like, it's not even worth playing the point anymore. We'll just play up here. And hey, look, Torbjorn's back. Oh wow, able to
Okay.
find a couple picks, pretty good.
So Ebash does get one pig, but considering their McCree and their Zenyatta just got taken out, I still don't think that's going to lead to a successful push.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were able to keep at least like a 1-1 trade, then maybe Ebash should be able to get the push in. Oh, and just like that, Ebash is, just losing more people. Lucio is just going ham right now.
Absolutely, Ham getting the picks they need. DPS Lucio is extremely viable, and here he is once again paired up with Aminu, the actual Lucio player. It seems to be working out, right? If it ain't broke.
Yeah, Ebash needs to be very wary of coming out of that left spawn door because Asian Demon is just getting super cheeky and like getting those boops.
Yep. And Asian Demon once again pushing back up with that healing aura up, just climbing up onto the higher ground, unable to do it. Voodoo instead finding the picks for him instead. And yeah, man, these Lucio, like, what are these? Are these bullets?
They're like little sound blasts.
Like, what happens?
Is he about to 1v1 this McCree?
Oh,
What?
oh.
McCree's missing a lot.
No,
He just needs a
McCree,
little bit
don't
more
do it,
damage.
don't do it.
Just needs a boop.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Ending it
didn't
off.
even boop. He just punched.
Yeah, he just punched him in the head, man. Oh my god. Oh, yes, 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 good. Good. Alright, I'm gonna start throwing up everywhere. No, I'm kidding. All Out saying with his Hanzo play is keeping a good distance. Fighting the good fight. The Widow coming out from Ebash, trying to find any picks onto this Hanzo. Oh my god! Poor guy. Evo Gaming with 3 ults. All Out saying throwing that dragon into their spawn. However, they don't take damage in spawn, so it's not going to work out for him. Doesn't matter. 1 minute and 40 seconds left for Ebash to push and try and cap, or push and try and really do anything. I don't think they've even made it to the point at this point in time. Not looking too good. Once again, Evo Gaming, this is the last map they have to take the entire series. This was a double elimination today. 2 best-of-5s, already 1-1. Pretty easy. Oh, All Out saying almost killed himself there with that deflect. Huh? What? How did he even hit that?
I don't know. It was just a regular uncharged shot. He knew Genji only had like 50 health. So
Oh,
at
yeah,
that
that's
point,
true.
yeah, at that point, you don't even want to go for the charge shots if somebody's down like 50 health. You know,
And
just
just
spam the
spam it out.
uncharged shots
Yeah.
and get one hit.
Here he goes. He's trying to get the cheeky pick onto the Widow. Trying to play this head game. What does that even mean?
Yeah, only has about half health here, but still going ham on the Hanzo.
Yeah. Just having a good old time. Oh my god, poor guy. I'm just spamming arrows.
He's like not even trying to get some health right now. He's like, you know what, I could do it. Oh, then he gets healed up by his Lucio.
Yep. Gotta take care of this Torbjorn, man. Can't punch him to death, or is he gonna attempt to?
I don't know if Hanzo notices the turret behind him. Oh, turret got taken out actually.
That's a nice shot there, not bad. Soldier just ulted in spawn. It was able to actually find Voodoo with that, so not entirely a waste of an ult, but not bad.
Feel like that dragon from Hanzo was kind of just to show off there.
Yeah, his show of dominance.
Symmetra crouch walking
Ooh,
for some reason.
Yeah, very good strat. I see the Koreans do that a lot. The crouch walking, you avoid a lot of the projectiles. Good stuff. But round 1, it's going to maintain itself at 0. No cap coming out from Ebash. Full hold. Pretty good.
All right, so all Evo has to do to win this tournament is just capture 1 point of Numbani.
They have to capture 1 point here. We're looking at the savagery left by Doomfist. Are you guys excited for that?
Ooh, I'm very excited for Doomfist.
Did you play him on the PTR at all?
I have not gotten to play him yet, but I do know that he was kind of OP when he first came out.
Yeah, dude.
It's looking like he was super OP, so I really can't even imagine what state he's going to be in when he comes out on live.
Dude, he is just absolute fun.
But they did nerf him since then, I've heard.
True.
So
that's true. They reduced the range on his right click, I think. The rocket punch. But you ever played like Street Fighter?
Mm-hmm.
And like Ken, Ryu, whatever, you got the Shoryuken. Dude, Doomfist has a Shoryuken.
I know, it's nuts. He's got a Shoryuken, he's got this like ground pound move.
And he has a shotgun built in. You know how Wolverine has claws coming out of his hand? Doomfist has a shotgun in his hands.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I don't get it. He shoots a shotgun from his knuckles, and it's a projectile. It's not even like a hit scan. You shoot it and it travels. It goes really slow, but it does damage.
I thought I was watching some footage of Doomfist, and I heard the left click getting headshots, but then I heard somebody say that his left click can't headshot. Do you know what the deal is with that?
You definitely can headshot, but it's kind of hard. You have to be pretty close for the projectile to launch that fast. Otherwise, you have to aim, like a little forward.
Yeah, Doomfist is a close range fighter, so that is how a lot of people are going to be playing him.
That is very true, and in this meta of dive and whatnot, Doomfist is going to be absolutely nutty.
Yep.
His mobility is just freaking ridiculous. Looks like Ebash will be taking a page out of Evo's book, trying to take this aggressive hold. However, their team does look very split. Bastion is holding the point. Reinhardt, his main shield, is by the bus. They do have a Symmetra, however, holding as far up as they can, and Voodoo is going to be running into 2 snipers. Amanu opening up the fight with the pick onto Hanzo, and All Out saying on the Hanzo, actually picking up Reinhardt. Voodoo finishing off Widowmaker. All Out saying finishing off that Bastion. Magic's on Soldier, cleaning up Symmetra and Sombra, and it looks like that'll be the match, and that'll be the series. That's a 3-0 in 2 sets for Evo Gaming New York City.
Yeah, I think Ebash still had some people alive there at the end, didn't they? They just weren't on the point. So unfortunate for them.
Very unfortunate for them. Very fortunate, however, for Evo and New York City, because, hey, look at that. We won.
Yes, let's go New York.
Woo! Yeah, that's my
Right.
excited face.
Here's Voodoo with play the game on the Pharah.
Yeah, Magic's getting that pick on McCree
Right.
pretty good. Returning with the kill on Soldier, on to Hanzo afterwards. It doesn't actually get the kill. Only got 1 kill in that play of the game. I could have sworn
Those
I saw better
assists,
kills.
though, hey.
That's true. That's nice that they put that. The assists thing,
Yeah,
that shows up
how,
in the kill feed?
It
Yeah.
shows up in the kill feed. Yep.
that's pretty nice. But
That's one of my favorite changes.
yeah.
However, you know what? I still want them to change. That's kind of related. I still wish that they would show like Ana kind of in the background for play the game when somebody gets to play the game with
Yeah.
Nano. Because as an Ana player, when I nano somebody and they get play the game, I'm like, I wish I got a little bit of credit. For
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like maybe like it starts off at Ana and then she shoots the Nano. It like follows.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be cool? Like it follows the Nano to like Genji into the Dragon Blade. Oh, that'd be sweet, dude. But yeah.
Blizzard, take notes.
Yeah, Blizzard, if you're watching, you know. But with all that being said, that's it. Evo Gaming does take the series. They take the match against eBash. They had a pleasure playing against them, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have been Jim Basco.
And this is Dr. Eggplant.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at JimBascoTV.
And you can find me on Twitter at Dr. Eggplant GG.
Yep.
Should be right up there on your screen.
Yeah, right up there, you know, down there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep, and thank you once again. We are casting live from Evo Gaming NYC. Come check us out. We're in Flushing, Queens, and link should be in the bio and whatnot. Info, you know, good stuff. Yes.
All right. Enjoy. Not
Yep.
sure if there's going to be anything else in this stream, but maybe. I don't know. We'll
Yep.
have to find out.
We'll find out. For now, we'll be on this page. See you soon, or good night, depending.